now what we're going to do, I'm going to pour you 4 different wines into these 4 glasses. So it's a I'm not going to tell you what they are, because just because you know what it is not going to make you like it anymore. So the thing is to taste the wine and decide whether you like it, then I'll let you know what they are.
Okay.
So I'll pour the 4 wines into these glasses. You go through, smell, taste, see what you think.
Okay, let's go.
What I normally do is I start with a wine that is drier, with less flavour, and then we work up. So you have 3 different grape varieties from 4 different winemakers. And this is not to find out, you can guess what they are. This is for you to go along and taste them, not knowing what they are, and then select a wine that you like the most. Out of those 4 wines, not one of them is a bad wine, but you will prefer one of them more than the other.
Okay.
So we start here and work
And in
our
the
way
Hunter,
down.
what's the Hunter renowned for, like in terms of variety?
White. Okay, so the 2 main varieties that the Hunter's famous for is Semillon in the white and Shiraz in the red.
Okay.
But in the last, I don't know, 10 years, because people don't want to just come here and taste Semillon and Shiraz, a lot of other different grape varieties have been introduced.
Yeah.
So, you've got a lot more variety now and a lot more choice.
And Semillon, like, should I drink that fairly quickly, or is that a wine that you can...
Semillon's a wonderful wine in the fact that you can drink it nice and fresh and young, which a lot of people like to do, or you can cellar it. Semillon has the potential to age for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's the wonderful thing about it. It can age and it develops. It'll go from that clear colour there to the colour of this bench top with aging, and it doesn't see any yolk. So that's an amazing thing.
So all of these are pretty young? These are all...
They're all young, 17 and 18.
Okay. So I have a question. Why do I swirl?
Well,
I'm just doing that automatically, but why?
Think about the wine. It's been trapped in this bottle, and so what you want to do is you want to open that wine, you want to pour it into that glass, you want to release it, you want to introduce some oxygen to that wine, so it opens it up, it allows the bouquet to release and become a more enjoyable drinking experience.
So it's putting air into the wine.
That's right. Yeah. So what you should do, you should always get that wine in the glass, you do the swirl, then you tilt it over. Get your nose in there.
Right inside.
That's right. And smell. It's got to have appealing characteristics in there that you're going to like.
And that comes out with the swirling.
That's right. Helps to release them.
Okay.
And then when you take that first sip, just roll it around the mouth a little bit to get the taste buds and see if there's anything in there that's appealing.
That feels very light.
Yep.
Yeah. And when you winemakers all kind of speak about fruits and things like that, what are you actually, where are you tasting that? Like where should I be, or what should I be looking for?
No.
The sweetness, or like?
What you should be looking for is...
What I like.
Exactly right. Listen, you can go through all the technical stuff, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who made it, how much it costs. If there's something in there that you don't find appealing, that's not a wine for you.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. People should drink wines that they like, not what the price point is or anything else like that. You should, and not be influenced by what a writer may write up about the wine. It's actually what you find in the wine that you find appealing.
Yeah. That's very easy to drink, that one, whatever it is. Okay, so number 2.
Yeah.
Do my swirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally different.
Exactly right.
Yeah. That smells more earthy.
Okay. And just remember this, everybody, like I could have 4 people sitting here and you could all be tasting these same wines and you would all get something different out of each and every glass, because everybody's taste is different.
Yeah. God, I have no idea what variety that would be.
Different grape variety. Okay, so now I'll let you know, that first one, Semillon. Second one, Portuguese grape variety, that's a Verdelho.
Okay, I like the Verdelho.
You like the Verdelho?
Yeah.
So a little bit more flavour, a little bit more fruit, still got the acid characteristic, but Semillons are a very, very dry wine. Perfect with a half a dozen fresh oysters, Semillon.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, they are really...
Of course, completely different, right?
Yeah, it's funny because when you're just buying a wine and you don't actually ever smell it or taste it, it's only when you do that direct comparison.
And listen, this is a little bit unusual in the fact that you've got, 4 different winemakers, 3 different grape varieties, and you're tasting them all side by side. It's
Yeah.
not like you go into a restaurant and they bring you 4 glasses and say, we're going to pour you 4 wines, you get to taste which one you
Yeah,
like.
I know exactly.
You
Yeah.
only pick one. And here you're in the position of doing them side by side.
And would you say if I was to have Semillon by 4 different winemakers, but the same grape,
Yep.
would I also taste difference?
There'd be slight variances. There would be slight variances, but nothing like tasting a different grape variety.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. You know, like if you had 4 2017 Semillons from 4 different winemakers, but all the vineyards were here in the Hunter, there'd be slight differences.
Mm.
And, you know...
And would that be one would be deemed drier than another one?
Possibly.
Yeah.
For your taste, but then someone could come in and taste the same 4 and have a different preference and different taste of what they get out of that wine.
And I've seen winemakers, when they swill it in the mouth, are they keeping it at the front of the mouth, or is it even, do you take it to the back with that, when you hear people like
Yeah.
doing this strange airing thing?
That's right. They sort of leave their mouth open a little bit and they bring some air through.
Yeah.
But predominantly you get it through the front.
Okay.
To really get it at the back, I think you actually have to swallow a little bit of that wine, just to get that little bit of flavour.
So we shouldn't be spitting it out.
Well, if you're going to taste a lot of wine, perhaps you should. If you're driving, what's your favourite so far?
I think I still like this one.
For the Vidello.
Yeah.
Yep. It's all right.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. What was that? Oh, it's Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Yeah. Yeah. I've often thought I'm not a big Chardonnay fan, but I've never understood why necessarily.
Yep. Well, these two don't see any oak. Chardonnay sees oak. And a lot of people, it's not their favourite flavour that they get out of the wine. Of course, as the Chardonnay ages, that oak characteristic sort of disappears a little bit, so it doesn't become as pronounced as what it does when it's...
And so when a white, like when Chardonnay's put in, so that's 2019, and
Yep.
is that's how long is it in the oak?
Depending on the winemaker, it can be 6 to 8 months. And it's not the whole amount is in oak. They might only put 30% or something in oak, 20 to 50% in oak.
Okay.
It's up to them. So they'll ferment some in stainless steel, they'll ferment some in oak.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like that.
Now, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Because that's a Chardonnay as well.
Chardonnay. It doesn't
No.
seem nearly as oaky.
So that's a Chardonnay from one winemaker, 19. That's a Chardonnay from another maker, different vintage.
Yeah.
But
So
still,
that just answered my question
yes.
of before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, it feels smoother, a bit like this. That it does. I don't taste the oak in it.
Yeah. So that's it.
I think I'd still go with this one.
Well, for you, that's pretty good value because that's the cheapest wine.
Oh, yeah, I'm a cheap drinker.
No, it's not that. That's where sometimes you have to realise that it's not the most expensive wine that makes it better. It's what you enjoy in the glass is the wine that's the right wine for you. And that's the one you like. You didn't know the price of any of these wines, but that's the one you went for. There's no right or wrong, and they're all excellent made wine. Someone else could come in and like that one more.
What makes the wine house different to the larger?
You know, Winehouse is different in the fact that, I mean, look, there's 150 cellar doors in the Hunter. Winehouse is the only one that we have 8 different winemakers' products here. And it's like you came in and tasted 4 different whites from 4 different winemakers. You know, we can do the same with red. I could give you 8 different reds from 8 different winemakers. And it's like they're Shirazes or different varietals. Just a huge range to choose from.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what we offer here is just to suit any wine lover, really.
It's like a lot of these I've never seen before.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.